Hi and welcome back. This is part 5 and we're going to continue on with our parallax series, and now we're going to actually create the parallax effect. So to illustrate this and to make it easier to work, I'm going to take this giant window right here and split it into two. So to do that, you're going to take your mouse pointer and put it up here in the top right hand corner of the Blender window, and you'll see three little diagonal lines. When you see that turn into a cross, you're going to left click and drag your mouse to the left, and you'll see that now you have two identical windows. I'm going to remove this toolbar here since I don't really need it. I already have it over here. So to do that, I'm going to put my mouse pointer in this window, press the letter T, and it removes that toolbar. This window on the right, I'm going to make my camera view, so I'm going to press numpad 0, and I'm going to zoom out so I can see the full photograph so that I can see the parallax effect. Okay, so what I want to do for the parallax effect is, right now I've got all of the photographs assembled right on top of each other. So to create the parallax effect, I need to right mouse click and select my background. Now when I right mouse clicked, it looks like I've got the background selected, but I've actually got the kid selected. And you can see down here in the bottom left hand corner it tells me what object I currently have selected. If I right mouse click again, I now have the stairs. Right mouse click again. So you can keep right mouse clicking and it will cycle through, and you can wait until you get the background. If you don't like that, what you can do is you can come up here to the top right hand corner and you're going to see a little window called the outliner, and you can see I'm clicking and dragging to make it a little bit bigger. And the outliner window shows you a view of your entire scene and shows you everything that's in your scene. It's kind of like an index. And over here you can just straight up click on anything and select it. So there's background there. So that might be a little more easy for you. Okay, so now that the background is selected, to create the parallax effect, what I need to do is I need to put some more distance between the background and all of the objects. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to move it on the x-axis. So I'm going to press G for grab, X to lock it to the x-axis, and I'm going to go ahead and move it back. And hopefully as I orbit around you can see in the illusion, you can see how the other objects, the trees, the kid, and the stairs are now, there's some distance between. How much space do you put in between? You can do a little trial and error, but that should be pretty good. The further you bring back the background, the greater the parallax effect will be. Okay, so once I've done that, so I'm just going to move it back a little bit more. So now you can pretty clearly see it here on the left. Okay, good. So now comes the fun part. So what you want to do is, you'll notice that when I moved the camera back, if you look here, it's offset a little bit. The trees are going out of the frame. You can see that my photograph is not quite as big as my camera anymore. You can see there's a little bit of space at the top and a little bit of space at the bottom. So what we need to do is I need to scale up the background. So with the background still selected, I'm going to press S for scale, and I'm going to move my mouse pointer out so that it scales. And I'm just checking my camera view, and yep, right about there. And I'll left click, and that's the scaling effect. Or that's the scale. Okay, so now to test and see if I've actually gotten my parallax effect, I'm now going to right mouse click and select my camera, and I'm going to grab the camera, and I'm going to grab it on the y-axis, and I'm going to go ahead and move it over here to the left a little bit. So now watch here on my right hand window, and if I move the camera, there you can see it. It's subtle, but you can see the parallax effect. You can see the background scrolling a little bit different than the kid. If I put the camera in the center and I try moving the camera in, check out that. So you can see there's the parallax effect. Maybe I want to move the camera a little bit to the left of the kid and back a little bit. Okay, and so maybe my shot is this, where the goes in like this. That might be the shot that I want, so I can really see that parallax effect. So there you can see it. It's working. It's subtle, but it's working. Okay, that's going to be it for this video. I would recommend that you save, of course. And in the next video, we will do some basic animation and we will animate the camera. All right, see you in the next one.